yum yums? You know, every time I come on here, cause I have exclusive. What's up, yum yums? Haven't been live in a long time. Walking the waterfront, the Big Four Bridge. We came up here on a late night this summer night. This summer night. Yes, indeed. It gets a little weird up here, I'll tell you that much. But spending time with the family, where you just didn't want to sit in the house. It feels good to do these nights again. I used to come up here a few nights a month. And I didn't. I stopped doing them after a while. Because I've been doing other things. You know, life. Yeah, so, yes, indeed. Keep my eye out. People get too close to you. Be like, what the hell is going on? Anyway, what you up to, yum yums? What you up to? I ain't gonna be on here too long. What's that, set up something? Let me see, it says go. It's taking too long. Super fans can't use these emojis. Okay, well, go ahead and use it. Okay, how about we do some tap-ins? Something. Look at my view. I'm going to bring it over here. We in Louisville, Kentucky, everyone. Let me see if I can. Wait a minute. It's a way that I thought I can turn it. I guess I can't. Look. Bring y'all to the other side. We're in Louisville, Kentucky on the Big Four Bridge, that is. Yes, indeed. I know I have like a summer glow. Cause it's still humid out here. Cause I sure wasn't gonna, unless I have to, I come out now. You know, during the day, I do it. It don't stop nothing. I'ma tell you. Make sure you are hydrated and you wearing proper clothes. For real. And you be alright. Cause it gets steamy out here. It gets steamy. Yes, indeed. Look, my peoples, they done left me. They all the way in the front. They up there or something. You probably can't see them either because they way up there. they want to get across the other side so they can play at the park on the other side, in Indiana side. I told them I don't know. Because I just want to just walk it. I'm telling you, man. My team left me. My team left me. I tell you what, I went over to, where did I go to? Is it Sam's now? Anyway, I wound up getting a jumbo jack sandwich. Usually they give me 2 big pieces. I mean, I'm talking about fat pieces, right? So today they gave me like, not too small, it's medium. It's not was as large and long and just ginormous, but it had a nice size to it. So they gave me 3 of them because it wasn't as big as my past orders of the jack salmon. It was pretty good. I haven't ate it in a while. It's been like maybe a month or 2. So I just wanted to get some tonight.
Does she have your
So I wound up I wound up eating all of it. And then drunk my 2 waters. And I'm up here on this bridge, hollering at my TikTokers, the Yums. Thanks for tuning in, whoever's tuning in. Man, I haven't been on her for a while. As far as lives, I usually go lives on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Start time between 12:30 EST. But I haven't even been putting that out. No content, no product, no nothing. Because I'm still was getting adjusted to the move that I had made. And that was in late October. And I'm still getting things adjusted. So it was working and different things, maintenance that needed to be done. So I really haven't had the time to have a full live and to really put my product out there. But I did organize the product, which is charms, gemstones, wires, chains. Now they know better than that. They know I'm supposed to have no moped, motorcycle up here, man. They crazy as hell. That's what you just heard. I almost ran down 2 people. Anywho, ribbons. What else? Shells. I got all kind of stuff now. It's about putting it together. and putting it out there for that way to give you yums something to be stylish in. Okay? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I know it's light and dark in some places. Like I said, I'm on this bridge. So here I go. Look, here I go. Here I go. Dun, 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 dun. Here I go. It's light again. Now it's about to get dark again. Oh, man. I've been missing my yums though to the fullest. I really have. I've just been getting things situated, organized. That's all I can do. Uh-oh. Here's the CEO now. Look at the way she's walking. She got great news for me. Where they at? Where they at?
They're all the way up there.
They need to slow down.
That's what I told them, man.
Where they at? Right there? Like, where they at? They, are you seeing them? Do you see them walking? Ignacio, little Edna, you better slow down. Is it them right here? No, you made me think they was really far ahead.
They stopped when I told them to, since I was going back.
What the hell I was over here just hollering for?
I didn't know where they were.
You just said they stopped and they right there. I'm thinking they up there.
Cause he said, Marshall said bye-bye, and I thought he was gonna keep going.
Oh, Lord. You see what I'm talking about, yums. Be careful. No, but be careful though. Y'all on that edge. I thought y'all was all the way up there. I'm sorry. She said she told y'all to stop and y'all stopped, but I thought y'all was up there. Come on, let's move forward. Back in motion. Well, gotta be careful. Well, I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer. They done came. Now it's time for me to sign off. You wanna be? She wanna see y'all. Look, come on over here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Look, she's trying to play it off. Look. Now you see it. She's trying to play it off. I just love her. I really do. I just love her.
Bye, yums.
She's just a chip off the old block.
I'm not a chip off the old block.
Old block head. Just a chip off the old block.
I'm not a chip off the old block.
You're not. You're not a chip off the old block.
No.
Well, okay, what you thinking I'm talking about? When I say chip off the block.
It's like just like a regular piece of chip. Like, you know, you're a regular piece of chip out of the bag.
And with that being said, she signs off. Oh, yum yums.
I don't know. We'll see. The mark. Yeah. The mark.
Uh-oh, somebody about to race.
Go.
And they're off. Yeah. And with that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and get on off of her. Because I think I'm about to run. Go! Look, now she's going to run. Look, they stop playing. Alright. With that being said, yum yums, y'all have a great summer. I will be back on her real soon. I really miss y'all. Subscribe, like, share. Go to all my platforms, alright? I be posting. I give y'all a little personality. My personality. Also, I give you a little personal footage of my personal life with the CEOs and other stuff that I do on the side, okay? So go over to YouTube, which will be Yummie, dville, way, all right? Also go to Facebook, Yummie, dville. Also go to Instagram, which would be Yummie_dville. Alright? Also go back to Facebook and go to Act Industries, ACKT_INDUSTRIES. Alright? And go back to, was that? No. What I just, now, Act Industries, it's going to be on Instagram. I'm sorry. Let me repeat. Act Industries will be on Instagram, which will be ACKT_INDUSTRIES. Instagram. Facebook will be businesswoman. Facebook again. Hey, come on now, y'all don't. They try to run me over. And they're off. Look, isn't that beautiful, y'all? They all the way down that way. Salute to the flag. All the soldiers. Salute. You feel me? Regardless of how you feel about your country, how I feel about my country.
Right.
There's no other place I'd rather be. You understand what I'm saying? Some of the stuff that I see on the tube, on social media and things, I think I'm in a real good place. This is the only place that I know, you know. But I am going to get out and travel around the world as far as overseas. I just do a lot of my traveling in the States. So, but salute to the soldiers, you know. My dad was in the Army. I know a few other people had went into the service as well. So salute to them for their country, for their first and foremost, for themselves, for their family, for the country. Sure, for real. On that note, I'm about to really sign off because I'm here now. Look. And there's one more thing I want to chime in. Because it's been on my news feed about what's going on in Louisville, Kentucky and around these other states about these children, right? People like F them kids, get your kids, I'ma shoot your kid, blah, blah this, blah, blah that, right? Kids is off the chain, they bad, da, 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 da. Have a curfew, bring detention centers back to the city and all this other stuff, right? I tell you this, right? It's like it's so unfortunate where people have to say these things. You have to stoop down to activate that type of attention and energy because of frustration that is going around, especially towards people of particular ages. So if you go to my platforms that I was telling you about, I have a reel on there that has the CEOs on there, and it is showing them in great light, and they are always upstanding individuals. These are the next generation. They already upstanding, right? So you see them in their full attire, their achievements, their just excelling in pride and confidence and accomplishment in their lives within themselves, first and foremost, because they did it for themselves. And go check it out, because that is just what in the moment. That's their lives. And you have to instill in everyone you meet some kind of dignity, some kind of respect, even if they don't respect you. Because sometimes when somebody don't respect me, I brush it off sometime and then reflect on it and get mad about it as I'm thinking about it real hard. Then I get to maybe lashing out on like someone that did not deserve that, especially maybe someone close to me, instead of dealing with the situation. And sometimes I don't like to deal with people anyway, just because some people are out here with negative attitudes. It's just not of a certain age. All people have a switch they could turn off and on. So it's not a thing where, you looking at someone and you feel like that nothing going on, they picture perfect and all that. No, as long as you living, you on this goddamn planet, you have a switch they can turn off and on. And so when somebody switches on and it's on high voltage, I advise you to watch out, because you might get struck down. So when people are talking about children, what used to go on back in the day, and it wasn't like that, yeah, some of that stuff was a different time, and some of it was not. Some of it you have to be like, you had to really be like, what was going on with these goddamn gone with them old heads? You feel me? You had to ask yourself that. Some of that stuff wasn't right. I wasn't raised where if if the neighbors see me doing something, they can check me and whoop my ass, then turn around. My parents whooped my ass. It wasn't like that. They might went to toad, you know what I'm saying? But when the thing goes as far as putting hands on me or anything of that nature, you know what I'm saying? Unless I actually did something to them or something like that, but just out of I'm going to whip you, you know, because I seen you do that. No, because it was like a respect thing. So that wasn't in my generation, I tell you that. But I did get paddled in the 3rd grade in elementary school. I had did something, and I did get a paddle. I forgot how many strikes I got, you know what I'm saying? But I remember, you know, something like that. But you had to really ask yourself, like, how this stuff get so far out of hand. And, you know, and they like the parents, but when you put things out here and including upbringing, it don't mix. Because some people are raised different from you. You know, everybody wasn't raised the same. Like I said, no neighbor then came in and had to jack me up. You know what I'm saying? Then turn around, my parents jacked me up. That wasn't going on. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I was raised to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Respect myself. Even when, you know, came of age, I rebelled against that because I think sometimes, you know, them old heads, they turn around, especially in your family, or people outside of your family want to turn around, but especially some of the people in your family, our extended family members, want to sit there and gossip about you. They have their picks about who they like and who they don't like. You feel me? And they don't even have to know you, but they could just keep running their mouth until they have a disdain about you as a child. You feel me? And then they put a stain on that child, and in that child's mind, that child's brain, man. It could be a lot of stuff going on. I mean, so you have to understand, check some of these old heads out here. So when you see some of this stuff that going on where people are dying, and especially some of these old heads is dying off and stuff, hey, let them rest in peace. Let them go. Because evidently, it was their time, you feel me? They did what they needed to do, and you keep it moving. You feel me? Because some occasions that was good, some occasions that wasn't even, it wasn't no good. You know what I'm saying? Let them die off. They said the good die young. I don't believe that, man. I think it's a mixture of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some be good, some be god dang gone, downright atrocious. I'm serious. You gotta watch yourself. You gotta watch your children. You know what I'm saying? Then they get in and get that spirit up in them. You know what I'm saying? Of nonsense. And then you get, you know, all this that's going on that people want to keep on hollering at the kids. This the parents need to get like this, is that. That stuff goes back to god dang on childhood. They parent, or whoever was they guardian. It's not a handbook on, you know, dealing with kids in your presence any kind of way, man. But I just want to say, man, some man, all bad and some ain't all good. But it starts with you. For real, for real. Watch what you listen to. I do. Watch what I watch. Watch that. I do. Watch how you dress. I do. Watch what you put out here. I do. Watch how you talk to people because they watching. I do. You feel me? You have to have a perception about yourself. If you can fly and you believe you can fly, they gonna believe they can soar higher than you. But you gotta put it out there. Me and my daughter was talking, and I was telling her this because somebody was kept on asking me about how I'ma feel or whatever about, her graduating and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. And I have I have a son, CEO, and he's graduating. He didn't graduated from elementary, right? How would I, basically, but how the focus was, how would I feel about, how I feel, and how she was describing how she cried and all that when her peoples, graduated and all that. And I was telling I was talking to my daughter about this, and I'm like, life goes on. I want you to succeed and do everything you need to do and be the person you need to be. But where would that sorrow come in? Why would I have to feel a certain way? Why? Because you moving on? Are you growing up? Or do I still want that child, that I have raised all this time? Or is it I don't want you to move on? I'm gonna miss you. Is it some kind of thing about being selfish with it? Or is it a thing where I'm so proud of you, where we worked at this together and you accomplished what you want to accomplish? You can add so many emotions and mixtures to this. You really can, and it's just like understanding how you really feel about it, and where that, not gonna say how you really feel about it, where that emotion come in at, where you feeling like, oh, I was feeling this way when I seen them, graduate, and they walking down the aisle and they getting the diploma and so on and so forth. Or is it a thing where you scared of that, how the world is, and how they gonna perceive the world, how they gonna maneuver in the world, And I feel like, to be honest, I just want the best. I don't feel any kind of way. I felt like, it was a journey. I did my part. I wrote it out with all my children. You feel me? With all my CEOs. I wrote it out. And I'm proud of myself. And I'm proud of them for sticking it out. Especially graduating with your peers. Because I didn't graduate with my peers. I wound up going back to get my diploma. I really did, but I was still of that age range, you know what I'm saying? But I went back to get it, and my older CEO, he went back to get his as well, but he was still in that age range, but he didn't graduate with his peers, but he went back to go get it, right? But my middle CEO, and then with my daughter, the CEO, they graduated with their peers. And I was just was talking to my middle CEO about this. And he was like, yeah, I know. But the great thing is they have what they need. So with this younger CEO, he's next. So it's about getting what you need. And it's about instilling that into them, because they do need that. Get your diploma, get the necessary things you need to maneuver in life, you feel me? And make sure they safe. And also, I want to address this stuff where these little court cases and stuff, and how these children was good kids and so on and so forth, but ran into some bull crapping. I'm going to tell you like this, and this is my point of view, because it was a few situations that happened right here in Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm just getting tired of it. It's just like this. I live in a predominantly black neighborhood, right? And it's been like it throughout my life. And I have been made fun of, and just a whole lot of different little bull crapping had came out in my direction. And it was tough. It really was tough. And when you don't make your own people that look like you feel safe, or see any positivity, you just see a target, that's not cool. So when people want to move away from the predominantly predominantly whatever race, whatever color they are, they want to move away from them, you can't blame them, right? Because of what maybe what the experience they had. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that same experience to happen to their children. And it's just like, if we live in be careful. And if we live in a predominantly, say, black neighborhood, right? And I'm black. With my kid walking down the street, I'm walking down the street, if I'm going to the bus stop, whatever the case may be, going in my house, have my car out there, regardless of whatever kind of car I drive, whatever the deal is, mind your own goddamn business. Stay out of people's stuff. You feel me? You don't have to feel a certain way. If I'm in the area or anybody else is in the area, because that's where they at. It ain't like this person know better than you. It ain't like you know better than this person. And it's just like, when people get through and they get it in their head, you realize and understand we all like the same. We in the same goddamn boat. So when you have people moving out into these other areas that is diverse, or have less blacks and whatever skin tone you are, whatever nationality you are, right? And then your child still get messed with, or you get messed with and stuff like that, that's not even a safe situation either. And it's in limbo, man. It's like, it's sad all around the board. You really feel like, dang, what can I do? Who? Nashio. Watch your language. So it's like it's in limbo, because you had to even though you might be in a nice neighborhood, keep yard and stuff kept up, probably pay HOAs, the 9 yards, white picket fence, whatever the case you may you may like, that even attracted you into that area. Remember, if you have loved ones, They curious. They're gonna be exploring more than you. They're gonna be exploring more than you. You feel me? They're gonna know the people before you do. My little brother was like it. He knew where we moved to. He knew the people before I did. You feel me? But cause it was just his personality. And sometimes the kids, the children, there's their personalities. They will meet and know these people before you actually will. So if anything, watch your children. Really study the area, examine the area, not just because you have the money, not because, I don't want them to be a statistic down here in the neighborhood and this and that, but you want to have something nice. You don't want to be looking at trash beside your house or looking at abandoned house beside your house. People ain't keeping the upkeep of their house. I get that 100%. But you have to understand when you move out of them areas and stuff, some of them areas don't even have bus lines. So, and some of your children ain't gonna have a car or whatever, scooter, maybe bike or whatever. They're gonna be wanting to what they do what they do, right? So they're gonna be mobile regardless, on foot, whatever the deal is. So you gotta be mindful where you putting your children. You really do. You gotta be mindful of what where you putting yourself at, because you got some weirdos out here, man, that's peeping you, and then if they can't get to you, they're gonna get to somebody that they can touch. You feel me? And that could be your peoples. It could be your peoples. Understand these things, man. Understand it. For real, for you won't have, for that way you just understand it in your mind. Even when it comes down to what schools and facilities, whatever they go to, and this majority of the other people besides whatever color they skin, you really gotta be on point. You really gotta be on point, because you're not there all the time. You don't know what the heck is going on with them, man, or how they being treated or anything of that nature. You don't. Next thing you know, they depressed, they wilding out, they crashing out. Then you got these people out here talking about some goddamn these YNs is tripping. You feel me? Get all that foolishness. You're not there all the time to see what the hell is really going on. You're not. Yeah, so you really gotta be careful. For real. Watch yourself. Understand these things. Because sometimes people don't communicate with you effectively how you would like. And then sometimes you don't even communicate effectively because you holding something back, feelings, or how somebody gonna think, how you gonna be feeling betrayed, how you gonna look, all this stuff. You know how it goes. So, watch it and be careful out there, and really talk and be effective. Be very effective, instead of just picking up this phone and videotaping stuff and wanting things to go here viral, this and that. I know this is the world we live in, right? I know it. But if you could be a mentor, if you can say something, or you can even give them that evil eye, like, you know better, you feel me? But I know people are scared that these people having guns and all this other stuff. And I get it, and you want to mind your own business. But you're not minding your own business when you videotaping this stuff. You're not minding your business. You ain't minding your business when you stand there and watching stuff. You're not minding your business. You're being entertained at this point. You're treating it like a show. You know, like it's stuff, they fight clubs and all this little silly stuff. You treating it like it's a show, but you watching it up live, close and personal. 9 times out of 10, if these people are doing these things, because it's the attention. I want that attention, man. I know how it goes. I mean, when I used to be outside in my about 10 years ago, in my youth, where, you know, it was about attention seeking. And sometimes you go overboard with it. And it's just like, but I never was really a fighter. I was always a lover. That's the difference. You know, I had to fight if I had to, but I tried to avoid it as much as I could. So I was a lover. I still am. You feel me? But understand what you bring to the table. And be cognitive. All right? Thank y'all for listening. I know I went on, but I'm going to tell you though. Go to my platforms. I'm going to tell you once again. Right here at TikTok. And what you see, Yummie dville, holla at me. Go to subscribe here. Right here at TikTok. This is me right here. YUMMIEDVILLE. All right? Go over to YouTube. YUMMIEDVILLE. Wait. Go over to Instagram. YUMMIE_DVILLE. We still in Instagram with this page, which would be ACKT_INDUSTRIS. Is it? I say ES, right? Go over to Facebook. YUMMIEDVILLE. Go over to Businesswoman. And it's going to be on Facebook as well. Subscribe. You know, I have some chit chat, and I have merchandise to present to you. But I am a positive person. If things keep on being on my feed and stuff like that, sometimes that stuff bothers me because it's just like, I gotta live on this planet. I have loved ones on this planet, people that I really care about. And it's about making it a better place each and every day, all right? That's what it's about. What they say, what's the saying? Reach one, teach one. You feel me? Do as much as you can when you can. I know, but don't just be on the sidelines filming and talking about how bad somebody's kids are, how bad parent is, and all this. Stop being entertained by it. Sometimes, here's my thing, sometimes if you just look the other way, that stuff will stop. Just like when a baby know that they fell down and they ain't even hurt, but you looking at them like, and they get to crying. But if that baby fell down and you know it wasn't hurt and you hear up and look away, they won't cry. Guess what they would do? They would get back up and go on about their business. That's a fact. And that's how you have to treat this little stuff out here. Stop gawking at it. You know, it's entertaining. It's entertainment to you because guess what? You might not even have a life and you're bored. You feel me? And you're used to looking at junk all the time. But if you see this stuff, don't comment on it. just look away like a baby that's not being hurt. You feel me? Like a baby that's not even hurt. They get back up and they keep doing what they would do. That's just it. That's all this is. Uh-oh. OYS with Scopes. Y'all go over to his page. He has a pearl and other things he has lined up. So go check him out. Follow, subscribe, like, share. Really. OYS with Scopes. With that being said, I'm about to go ahead and get on off of her. I've been on her too long. This is one of my summer night rants, huh? Summer night rants. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, thank you. I feel like so, too. Like I said, go on to my platforms. The collection gonna be coming real soon. Like I said, I gotta sit down and do it. But I'm enjoying my time off because I've been putting in a lot of time. So I'm enjoying my time off because I've been putting in work. But with that being said, I'm gonna get on off of her because the CEOs is over here. They doing they debating. Oh, man. Debates. Anyway, I'll see you later, Yum Yums. And don't forget, subscribe, share, follow all the platforms. Also, it's linked on this page on TikTok under Yummie dville. All right, I gotta go. Bye-bye. What's the matter?
Now she'll call me a dumb nut, and then you still call me the N-word. And I'm gonna tell you what happened, because they was over there fighting and stuff for real, and they got mad at each other. And he's saying, and that they're both basically saying I'm instigating the whole thing with them starting to fight and stuff.